Hi everybody, I'm Grace Grella, your intuitive host, and as always, we're here because it's all about you, getting you into the positive zone. So whatever information you may need in your life, whether it's about your loved ones, your family, your friends, your finances, whatever it takes, we're here to get that message to you. So if you're watching live, call me. Don't be afraid, you can call me on the studio line, which is 516-629-3705 or 3715. If you're watching the rebroadcasted show, no worries. You can shoot me an email at gracegrella@gmail.com. Give me your information and whether or not you'd like to be here live in person, or if you're shy and you want to shoot me a question, I'll answer it on camera for you. Whatever it is that works for you, we want to be accommodating because that's our motivation. We're here to give back. This is everybody's pro bono work here, so all our talents are going towards you. A big loving shout out to my crew. I'm so blessed to have Shirley Ann Bruno in the studio with me, and Rebecca Farina, love that woman. We have Michaela Chamberlain, we have Daniel DiNatale, we have Jason Hodge, we have Justin Sam, we have Michael Peters. The list could go on and on because we have a huge invisible entourage with us tonight as well. So thanks and love and appreciation to everybody for their time and their talent. And what's most important is to get you feeling good about yourself and your life and where it's going. So, hey, call me, email me, or come here in person. It's all up to you. And tonight I'm really thrilled. We have this beautiful guest, Anna Marie. Anna Marie, how do you say your last name, honey?
Raimundi.
Raimundi. How romantic is that? Thanks so much for coming, Anna Marie. And that you're a Capricorn.
Yes.
Genuflect, genuflect. All right. As a Capricorn, I genuflect to you all. You're also awesome, and I love you. And, well, you were born to rule. That's your sign. You know, patience, perseverance. You know you're going to get what you want. You just got to wait it out. Okay. So you're the wise ones in the zodiac. You're the one everybody comes to, well, what do you think about this? And you have a very intuitive sense that you were gifted with as well, Anna Marie. You know, that little voice that just pops into your head and says, I don't know if I trust this person. And sure enough, something will transpire to prove that right. Okay? So every time you've listened to your own inner awareness, your own inner voice, it's always worked for you to protect you. And every time you've ignored it, you got a little bite in the butt. Okay, like, oh, I knew I should have listened to myself. So it's about the angels saying to you, you're so gifted, have more faith in you, you know, because as beautiful as God blessed you physically, he gave you the heart and the soul to back it up, okay? And anybody who knows you and is blessed to be in your life, it truly is a blessing because you're just like this little angel sprite, you know, making people laugh or cheering people up or direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. You're always trying to assist and help people. So God bless you for that. They're applauding you on the other side, just so that you know. So what I'm going to do for you, Anna Marie, is I'm going to start off what I call my Western Union thing. And I talk a mile a minute, but that's great. I'll be mentioning names. If you don't know who it is right now, be patient. It could be somebody you don't know yet. You know, that it's a future-oriented situation. But I will make sure that we get into the specific question and answers so I cover everything for you this evening, okay? All right.
Okay.
Let's roll. All right, gorgeous. Well, the first thing I'm hearing to impart to you is that there's an opportunity about going up to New England. They're showing me the New England coast, so whether it's Boston, Maine, Bar Harbor, who knows? A little lobster, you want to park your car in Boston? I don't know. But it's the summer of this year and an opportunity for you to go. So whether it's Martha's Vineyards, Cape Cod, again, I keep hearing the Boston accent, so I'm going to say it's Massachusetts. All right. Okay. And I want to say that it's lovely. It's restorative. It's being by the water is very restorative for you. All right, kind of soothes you. And you're an earth sign, so you love the ocean. You know, very simpatico here. Okay. And they're saying that you'll go. It's going to be lovely and like an extended, like 3-4 days. That kind of an energy connected. all right?
Okay.
There's also something to do with Frank, I'm seeing St. Francis. Whenever I see St. Francis around somebody, either A, they love animals and the outdoors, or B, there's somebody by this name connected to you in your family or friends that you love. Or it's just the chairman of the board checking in, singing, Fly Me to the Moon. I don't know. But there's something to do with Francis, I'm hearing, and good news before the end of June. So I'll just deliver it. There's also something to do with an opportunity for you, and I keep seeing flowers. Are you really into having fresh flowers around your house? Do you like to receive flowers? Does your husband always buy you flowers? What's up with you and roses?
Don't know.
All right, well, I'm seeing roses, and I'm seeing them like a beautiful vase on a kitchen table. All right, so just so you know. There's also something to do with you and an opportunity for going to Europe, because I'm seeing a passport being stamped. And did you and your husband ever talk about going to Italy?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. And, but we have to do this in the next year or two kind of thing, right?
I didn't go.
Okay.
We were going for Easter, and I didn't want to go.
Okay. All right. So this is something that they're showing me you're going to revisit. And it's because, A, you have to know that no matter where you are, the angels are watching over you and you're going to be safe and sound. All right? You're not going to experience what those, God bless them, those people did in Belgium. All right, Brussels. So there is the opportunity for you to go next year. And I think you will go next year, okay?
Okay.
And safe and sound, just so, I can't reiterate that enough for you. Because it's something about it's very spiritual, this trip for you. It's like finding a piece of your faith that you figure got trampled on or taken away by maybe the way the world is, but there's always miracles. There's always, wherever there's love, there's always good things, right? And it's so funny that you're sitting in front of the love panel, and I'm just looking at the word love right behind you here. So I think that this is like a Beshert, Kismet, fated, meant to be trip for you, right? That somehow it opens up your heart chakra, and you're like, all right, yeah, well, there can be heaven on earth too. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a very necessary trip for you.
Okay.
All right. Also, music is really important to you. You're like me, you turn on the radio, you're thinking about somebody who's passed, you turn on the radio and you hear a song that maybe connects you to that person, or the lyrics in that song are very meaningful to you with that individual. And I want to say, who's Rose or Roseanne to you? Rosanna Dana?
No.
There's something to do with a Roseanne or a Rose. On the other side, just let me deliver the info. Okay. That's checking in here and wanting you to know that you've got your own invisible entourage that's that are with you 24/7. And she's somebody that's like, she gives me a feeling that either she was a friend of the family, if she wasn't directly blood related, but I know we have people in my family that aren't blood related, but we refer to them as aunt or uncle. This is somebody that watches over you, okay? Just let me deliver this. This is somebody that knew your mother, okay? And who is Virginia to you, please? Ginny, Virginia?
No.
All right. I'm hearing Virginia is going to be having good news for you. So maybe you're going to Virginia, somebody by this name is going to give you good news, but I'm hearing that, so I have to say it to you, all right? Also, who's adopted in your family?
Nobody.
All right, they show me adoption papers. Somebody in your family is going to be thinking of adopting a child. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean, it could be, oh, I'm adopting one of those children overseas and I just send money. It doesn't mean that they have to physically be with them. but I'm seeing adoption papers, okay?
Okay.
And you'll know who this is and what they're talking about before the end of July of this year, all right?
Okay.
Now, what's up with your couch at home? Are you aggravated with your couch in the living room? Did you want a new couch? Yeah? No?
We just threw out one of our couches.
Oh, okay. So you just threw out one of your couches. All right, but this was aggravating you, right? You wanted it gone, right? Like, Martha, it's finito with this.
Yes.
This is ugly, right? Okay. All right, well, the angels sometimes will throw information in like that to get your attention, to let you know that they know what they're talking about.
Okay.
Okay. And now that they got your attention, let's see if we can get our caller some good news. Katerina, are you there? Hello? Hello?
Hello, Grace.
Yeah.
Hi, Grace.
Hi, sweetie. How can I help you tonight?
This is Katerina. I've spoken to you on numerous occasions since last summer, and I'm really hoping tonight I can get a good answer. My question is, when is my husband going to be able to come to the States to be with me?
Okay, and every time you call, the angels always show me you and him together on a holiday. Isn't that wild? Okay. Now, there's got to be some sort of reason that they're not giving you the exact date and time, Katerina, but that they are saying that there will be things that are resolved with his visa. This is what's holding him up, right?
Yes.
So his visa is going to be resolved, and this is an election year. So it's going to be politically correct for people to be helping other people this year, all right? And so this is going to work in your favor insofar as his visa is concerned with your husband. So it is going to happen. He is going to be able to come home here and be with you. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So that's what you have to focus on. That's what you have to visualize, get into your positive visualization mode, Katerina, and, and start planning for, it's like people pray for rain, but nobody brings an umbrella kind of situation. You have to make these plans, say, okay, honey, I know this is going to come through, and I'm going to book, time in Disney World for us and the kids. And I'm going to make the reservation, and literally make the reservation for a certain time frame, and do it in faith, and say, I know we're all going to be there together. And that's not something that's so, because reservations are rearranged and canceled and this and that, but you're doing it as a step of faith, is what I'm trying to say to you, Katerina. Okay?
Okay.
All right? So do it and say, you know what, August comes to mind. Say, you know what, that's when it's got to be really cheap down in Florida in August. That's usually the height of the summer down there. But just give it a go, give it a try, and stay in faith. And I've been sending up prayers for you, Katerina, and I haven't stopped, just so you know, all right? Mm-hmm. And you got to keep the faith too.
Okay.
All right, but you will get reunited. You will get back together, I promise. Swami swear. Okay?
Okay.
All right, honey. God bless. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Okay. We also have Alyssa on the line. Alyssa, are you there? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Alyssa. How can I help you?
Hi. I was just curious about, anything that's going on in my life. I don't know. I wanted to call and see if you had any good news for me.
Okay. Well, the good news is you're adorable. You're a Virgo.
Thanks.
You're a Virgo, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're a Virgo, so you're automatically adorable. I do feel that there's an option for you to change jobs. Have you been thinking about changing where you're working?
I'm not working right now.
Okay, something to do with working somewhere. So if you're not working, this would be a change for you around work, to work, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So there's an opportunity for you to do something that you're going to enjoy doing that will earn you money. So
That sounds good.
but it's like a part-time, and you could do it from home. Now, are you still in school?
No.
Why do I see college?
I did a year, but no more than that.
Were you thinking about going back to college, honey?
Was I thinking about it? Yeah, it's always a thought.
All right. All right. What I just want to quick say to you, hun, because we have a short time frame here tonight, is that I do feel that there is going to be an opportunity for you, a job opportunity that's going to be offered to you, and also an opportunity through this job for you to maybe go back to college and get a certification. Maybe not a full-blown degree or anything like that, but some form of certification that could assist you with this opportunity. And do you love children? Do you love kids?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you like kids? Do you like children?
Yes.
Okay. And do you assist or help out at a nursery school?
My sister, no.
No. Did you ever want to teach or work around kids?
No, not really. I never wanted to be a teacher, no.
All right, sweetie. Well, I'm not going to waste time on this. I just want you to know I'm being shown these images of you like at a nursery school. All right? So,
Okay.
So I don't know if you're there to pick somebody's kid up or if you're there because somebody offers you this as a job opportunity. But it's just something that I'm being shown to tell you, so I'm telling you. Okay? And,
Okay.
All right. I think
Anything about my own kids?
you have 3.
3.
How many children do you have, honey?
I have 1.
Oh, I see 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, yeah, you're going to be hanging around a nursery school.
I guess that makes sense.
All right. And lots of love, and thanks for calling in, honey.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. I'll tell you, Anna, it's amazing to me that people can be so fabulous, even though I'm in a different. It's like their life is on a piece of tape, videotape, and I'm stopping the videotape, and it's like maybe 3-4 years down the road, and they're not on the same wavelength with me, so they think I'm a little crazy. But then when they get to that point in time, it's like, bing, OMG, this is what that woman said to me. She's not so nuts after all, you know? And that's what was going on with this cutie little Virgo that just called in. It's like I'm seeing her whole life and the 2 other kids, and she's going to be working, you know, to be around her children, get that job offer. But people don't always connect to what you're saying at the time you're saying it.
Right.
That's kind of like my part of the drawback of what I do. But with you, you are able to keep up with people on an intellectual level. So if somebody's talking to you and it's future oriented, it's like zoom, you're already there on the timeline. And that's part of being a Capricorn. That's why you're awesome. Okay. So now let me get back to the angels left off. They were teasing you about the couch that you were aggravated about, and you said you just had to throw it out the door. Okay, so they did that to you to let you know that the information that they are giving you tonight is on point, even if it doesn't register at this moment in time. Okay?
Okay.
And that was the segue, and hence that caller, and that's what's going on there. I also want to say that at home, besides getting a new couch, there's something to do with your refrigerator you're not thrilled about either. So either a refrigerator getting replaced, and maybe you want one that has a different ice maker or different capacity, or maybe has a flat screen built into it. I don't know. But there's definitely something about that being replaced as well, besides the couch this year. Also, now, does your husband have very sensitive feet? There's something to do with the arches in his foot. Either he needs, either he's flat-footed or he needs some sort of support in his shoes. Okay, like Dr. Scholl's or something along. It would just make him more comfortable, because they're showing me your husband like soaking his feet like in Epsom salts. When I see that in my mind, it's just a little heads up, FYI. You might want to head this off at the pass and save him the agony of defeat. Da 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 da. Bada boom. Okay. Now, what I really want to do is talk about you. With following your own bliss, your own happiness, it's all about you.
Okay.
Okay? And you've already done your duty, and it's been about the family, and it's been about the kids, and a brilliant job, by the way, they're saying to you. But now it's time for you to be a writer. Okay? So because you're so quick-witted, you could do stand-up, sitting down. Okay, and you almost like Irma Bombeck. She was a writer back in the day that was very witty and would make people laugh, but it was because it was truth and everybody could relate to it. Well, they said that you should be writing either a blog or a book or something along these lines about your musings on just everyday life. Got it, Cheryl. So it's about how talented you are, and that the angels want the rest of the world to benefit from your talent, your wisdom, your insight, and that laughter and love are the two greatest healing energies in the universe, and you can provide both, okay, through this written word, okay? Also, I want to say that there's something to do with who's Stephanie? Somebody named Stephanie, and I see a shower, a baby shower. So either somebody by the name of Stephanie, you're going to be getting an invitation to a baby shower, or somebody you know is going to be having a baby and they're going to name the baby Stephanie. I don't know which way that one's going, but that's what I'm being shown. Now, what were the questions that you really wanted to know more about, so I focus in on that for you?
Can I say family, my children, husband?
Sure. Now, who do you want me to focus in on first?
The husband.
Yeah. And his birthday, month and day?
Is 12/20.
12/20. Okay. Brilliant birthday. There's something to do with. Now, does he have to deal with union workers at all?
No.
I keep seeing a union sign. Okay. So what this means, I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a union of it's a sign, it just says union on it. Maybe this somehow will be important to him business-wise. It could mean a merger or of businesses, a union of businesses.
Okay.
But that was the sign over his head that they're showing me, okay? They said it's going to be very important to him this summer. They also said that there's something to do with your husband hearing from somebody like out of the blue that he hasn't heard from in the family for like 5 years, all right? And it's going to be restorative. In other words, it's like he finally feels vindicated. Like, he's not Sicilian, is he?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I know he's Italian, yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Kind of Italian.
You don't know? Okay. He's your husband, but you don't know. Okay. I'm going to let that one slide right here. Okay.
I think.
Okay, I'm seeing Sicily. So, ask him when you go home. Oh, honey, by the way, are you Sicilian? Okay. There's something to do with Sicily and your husband and hearing from somebody, or it's going to be very restorative to him. And I feel that this is going to be a precursor to you guys. Remember I said earlier that you were going to go to Italy next year? That's going to be connected to that, all right? It's really going to be uplifting for your husband. I'll put it in those terms. I also want to say that your husband's going to be talking about a new car. Either that he wants a new car, or maybe it's his dream car, or whatever this is. I just see, I see a car with a big red bow on top of it, but it looks like a Mercedes SUV car.
Okay.
All right. I also want to say that your husband needs to be more cautious of his cholesterol, right, with his nutrition. So I don't know if the doctors said anything to him yet, but he's just needs to be a little watchful of that, okay?
Okay.
Health-wise. You two are great. Perfect, perfect connection, okay? And does he make you laugh a lot? Does he have a good sense of humor?
He does at times, yes.
Yeah, okay. Because I just see a lot of laughter between you two, all right? And he's really a great father, too. And as a Capricorn, you always respect people who step up to the plate and do what they're supposed to do. And he's the Dudley Do-Right of the family, you know? And so hold on to that thought. I don't know where the time goes when we do the show. I say it all the time because it's true. We do what we love and the time just flies by. We're sending you lots of good vibrations, love, and hey, stay in the positive zone. It's a good place to be. Until we see each other again, have a good one. So anyway, let me get